going on, Marissa here with the No Boss Life channel, the person bringing you a little bit closer to breaking the cycle of the rat race. First off, I want to thank every single person that actually engaged on my last video. I asked the question, how long have you been actually following me? And I was blown away by the responses I got and the positivity, okay, that you guys left me. You guys engage like that on my videos. It really freaking helps me. If I haven't said it before, I appreciate any of you that have been following me for, even if it's been your first week following me, or especially for those who've said they've literally been following me ever since I started doing this stuff, and you guys have been seeing my journey. What's pretty cool today is that I have made so far, if it will actually load, wow, $200 so far today. That is with the no limit system, guys. I remember when people were majorly against me when I started trying to do this whole online thing. This person literally said a couple of times to me, they're like, I don't know what you're thinking, I mean, okay, cool, you've proven to us, you can make some money online, great, we know that not everything online is a scam now, but this stuff isn't gonna start yielding you the kind of results you're thinking you're about to get. And they even said a number. Literally, they were like, that's so crazy. This isn't gonna start yielding you $200 to $300 a day or anything like that. Literally said $200 to $300 a day, and that is what I have been doing actually for a while. And you guys have been seeing my results, seeing my journey, and I've been making even more money than that on a daily basis. I remember at that time, when they would say that, I couldn't say anything to them. I would just shut up. I would just be quiet because it's like, well, I'm not making $200, $300. And when I would try to be like, well, this person right here, they're doing it. Look, I just want, if you could just see it, if you could just look, if you can just try to understand what I'm doing, and maybe you would, maybe you would start to believe it. And basically it came down to, okay, they're doing it, but you're not. It's one of the worst feelings in the world if you're trying to do something like I'm doing, if you're trying to become your own boss, if you're trying to become an entrepreneur, and the people you know and trust and love that unfortunately are going to be a part of your smaller circle just aren't going to be, they're not going to understand it, they're not going to believe in it, and they're not going to believe in you. I had a family member literally mock me because they found out, I guess maybe through, I'm not going to get into it, but they found out through another family member that I was doing some online thing and that I wasn't going back to school and I wasn't working for somebody, or I was actually still working for, I was actually still at my caregiving job. They were so curious, I guess, as to what I was doing. They knew somehow that I was making YouTube videos. They looked me up and saw my videos, and I remember going over to their house and they were like giving me a lecture on where my life was headed and I should go back to school and everything like that, and I kind of wasn't really hearing it. And I remember they were just kind of like, oh no, yeah, you're gonna make it big, you're gonna do that. And they started quoting things in my videos. I had no clue that they were even watching me on on my videos, and it made me feel like, it made me feel terrible. But you know what? Do you know what? Here I am. And I'm not at some huge guru level or anything like that. If you're trying to do this stuff and you don't have any support, like from your friends, your family, they don't understand it. They're telling you just go to school, go to get a job. Like, it's gonna take too long for you to do good with that, or whatever they're saying. Just don't give up. Seriously, don't give up. And it's hard sometimes because it's a lot of times it comes from the people you literally like trust and love. That was a loud notification freaking noise coming from my computer. Wow, kind of scared me a little bit in my heart. Every single person that like doubted what I was doing, they have either shut up and don't even talk to me anymore, or they ask me how the heck they can do it. Like the people that are coming to me now and they're like, teach me, teach me, teach me. I'm like, you guys had access to the same information I had whenever, I was just starting out. And that's what makes an entrepreneur an entrepreneur. That's why when you can't complain when you see somebody that ends up becoming super rich off of their business idea or whatever, you see some people driving Lamborghinis or just doing very well in life, you can't even try to get jealous at that, because a successful business person or entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, internet marketer, whatever you want to call it, they were able to see the opportunity in things that other people couldn't. Once that really sinks into your head and you start saying, hey, I'm gonna get really good at seeing opportunity in things most people don't, that's when you can see other people rise to the top. You can see people have success and not get jealous, because you're like, That's gonna be me. Don't let the people that don't know how to see opportunity in things affect your decision to literally get with things that can change your financial life or whatever you're trying to do. You're at the decision. You can either let people that are negative, that are just broke-minded, they only want to be in the rat race, or people who are just quitters, flat out quitters. You know, you can go with them, or you can make a stand right now in your mind and say, I'm not going to do that. I don't care how long it's going to take to be successful. I'm going to do this stuff. If you're only the type of person that looks at the negative sides of things and that's what makes you make a decision to get involved with something or not, then you're, you know, whoever's around you saying everything's a scam and, oh, you're not going to make it, then they're going to be right. You're not going to do well. But if you constantly look at the positive and you constantly look at people who are where you want to be at in life eventually, you know, and you only focus on that, you will make it. Like I said, there's a specific person that literally said, you're not going to start making $200 or $300 a day. They literally said that out of their mouths a few times, and I would get so hurt by certain people that would not be on my side with this. If you're in that position, possibly, you know, I definitely understand, but you can cry, you can be upset at the fact that nobody around you is like supporting you, but don't let that make you quit. And if you were interested in joining the no limit system and you've been a little bit scared, I understand, but don't let your fear, okay, block you from being able to get with something that can literally start to change your financial life. There is a link below you can check out in my description to join if you want. Oftentimes I find that people finally jump and they're like, man, I was watching you for so long and I was just watching, you know, I wanted to jump in, but I was just watching. And now that I really see how the process works with this stuff, it wasn't as scary or as hard as I was thinking. You know, it takes some time, but it wasn't as bad as I was thinking. And that's it for this video. Let me know if you agree with what I'm saying in the video, or if you can add to this video in the comments. Anyways, that's it. I can't wait to work with you, and I can't wait to hear about your results. Go ahead, like I said, drop a comment, like the video if you liked it, share it if you want, and yeah, can't wait to work with you.